Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. I wanted to come back to you with a geometry lesson. Abby picked our background. We picked just a sacred geometry print, so it's pretty cool. And I hope it's not super distracting. We're going to be doing our work down here, so it's just there because it's kind of cool. It's a really cool pattern. Okay, so today we want to work on the parts of a polygon, because when we're talking about polygons and their parts, we need to know what we're calling them, because they have names, and so we want to learn that. So I'm going to move this computer over. Let's see, where am I going to move it to? I guess I'll just put it right here. It'll be okay there. And then I have our Montessori box of sticks here. So you're all familiar with this material. It's a lot of fun to build with. We have sticks of varying lengths, and we have the brads to put them together and the tacks to put them down on this self-healing board that we've got here. And I went ahead and already made us a polygon to name the parts of. This is a 5-sided polygon. Let me find where it's going to fit on the mat. There we go. So this one, a 5-sided polygon, is called a pentagon. And this has 5 sides to it. So pentagon, remember the root of that. Penta means 5 and gonia means angles. So this is a 5-angled polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. Okay, so let me get some ticket paper and a writing utensil. And so we're going to talk about this. This is a polygon, and I want to talk about first this part right here that it's sitting on. We talk about this part a lot when we talk about area and other things. We call this the base. So I'm going to make a label here for the base. And put our label right on there. That's our base. Oh, that's not quite dark enough for you to see. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying some different things and it wasn't working out. So instead, I'm going to label with a marker. I don't want you to label with markers, but I will have to do that if you want to be able to see it. So the bottom of this figure is called the base. And these other edges are called sides. So in this polygon, it's a 5-sided figure. So there's a side and a side and a side, another side, and the base is also a side, but we call it the base in this instance. And the space that's taken up inside here, this is the area. The space in the middle is called the area. Here's our area. And the outside edge, so we talked about the inside space. Now, when we talk about all of the sides added up together, that equals what we call the perimeter. The perimeter is all of the sides all added together, added up, and that equals the perimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides added together equals the perimeter. Okay, let me find a stick that will reach across our polygon. Here's a yellow one. Let's go this direction. This line that connects this point across to this point is called a diagonal. Diagonals connect points that are across the polygon from each other. So each of these points, we'll label that on this one too. Each of those points is called a vertex. And when we're talking about many vertexes, we call them vertices. But each one by itself is a vertex. So when you're connecting a vertex across the polygon to a vertex that's not next to it, not adjacent to it, so like this right here, that's a diagonal. These two make a diagonal. This one's a diagonal in here, and this one has this one and this one. So you can see that diagonals are made by connecting any two vertices that are not adjacent or not next to each other. Okay, so let me look at some etymology for this. Oh, actually, I don't have any etymology on that for this. We will talk about vertex because we talk about that one on all of our polygons. Vertex comes from the vertare, meaning to turn, and you can see that this is where it turns from. And there's one more part we can label on here, the angle. There are 5 angles in a pentagon, penta, 5 gonia angles. So here, this is an angle, that's an angle, 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 and angle. Those are angles on the inside there of the 2 sides. Oh, I do have some etymology. Let me see. I have perimeter, comes from the 2 Greek words para, meaning around, and metron, meaning measure. So the perimeter is the measure around a figure. And these are the same names we use for all polygons. All polygons have a base and sides and diagonals that connect vertices across from each other, not next to each other, not adjacent, but across from each other. The space inside is called the area, and the measurable part created from the 2 sides is called an angle. So these are the same terms that you use for anything. So here we're looking at a pentagon or a 5-sided figure, but this would work for an octagon or a nonagon or an n-gon, any number-sided figure you would like to have on here. And so these are terms you'll use with all of your polygon work. This is just one of many polygon lessons, and I can't wait to share more with you. But for today, I'm leaving you with the parts of a polygon: the base, the sides, all of the sides. The perimeter is the measure around. The area is the space inside. The diagonals connect vertices across from each other. And the angles that are created at each of where the 2 sides come together. Each of those is an angle. Okay, I hope you learned something new. I can't wait to see your follow-up on parts of a polygon. Next time we'll do parts of a triangle, and then we'll move into parts of trapezoids and parts of rhombuses and all sorts of other fun figures. I can't wait to share that with you. Have a great night. Bye.